Pastor Keion Henderson created that situation. He created this situation for attention. This little thing happened in church Sunday. Then he winds up on the Tamron Hall show. Then on the Ricky Smiley show. And I'm sure he has some other interviews. It was already planned. He sought that situation up for attention. If this been going on for 4 years, he waited and used this for an opportunity. That woman was loud, but she wasn't that loud. They amplified her voice, because them stages is already amplified. They are set up. They have set that church up. Most of these churches, big churches like that, have state-of-the-art sound systems. You don't see a lot of mics. You're going to see they don't need them. The stage areas and all that already have mics coming out the ceiling and whatnot. I'm sure he have a big control room. He amplified her voice for this particular reason. If that lady been in that choir doing it for 4 years, we haven't heard it. I haven't heard it. Have y'all heard her? I'm sure she probably a vocal person. Somebody that is known for worshiping like that, but it's not out the norm. They can turn mics up and down from another room. That church is set up with the state-of-the-art sound system, PA system. He amplified her voice just so he could capitalize on it. That man is a heathen. I've been preaching against him. I don't understand how y'all go to these churches and sit on these pastors. As long as they quoting Bible scriptures and saying stuff, y'all agreeing with them. Yeah, the pastor right, the pastor right. Well, you got scriptures in there talking about divorce and remarriage and qualification of a bishop. How can y'all ignore that and still say the pastor is right and still be on the side of the pastor? But when the pastor says something about somebody else in the church, oh yeah, he's right. Do things decently and in order. Suddenly, y'all want to err on the side of the scriptures. It's sad. The people that attend these churches, that's why I don't attend nobody's church, because my family members, they grew up in the church, born in the church, they the same way. When it comes to standing with the scriptures, they can care less. They go to church, they go through the motions, they sing in the choir, they usher, but when it comes to holding to the scriptures, they not trying to hear it. He going around to them show Ricky Smiley. I agree with the pastor. Do Ricky Smiley comments and opinions carry any weight when it comes to what's going on in the church? No. Ricky Smiley will side with anybody as long as they got some money. He don't care. As long as you got money, he gonna side with you. That man ain't got no moral standards. If he did, he wouldn't be sitting there looking at the brat in her lifestyle. These people are crazy, ignorant, wicked. That man up there married to Shaquille O'Neal's wife, and he's supposed to be a pastor. He said Sunday that he listened to the voice of the Lord. Well, ain't the scriptures the voice of the Lord? What did Jesus say about divorce and remarriage? What does the scripture say about pastoral leadership, bishops, overseers. What's the qualification? Blameless. The husband of one wife. The husband of one wife. While you have a living spouse, you are not allowed to remarry. Then you cannot marry another woman and her husband is still living. You have to get you. That's why the Bible is based on virgin. Joseph been married. Joseph wasn't a virgin. His spouses had died, but Mary was. That's what marriage is based on. That's what original marriage was based on. The woman, in most cases, had to be a virgin. A widow could marry a virgin, but she couldn't be married, couldn't have a living spouse. Y'all don't follow the scriptures. I'm looking at these comments. I'm in the comment sections. Very few people, no matter where you go around, very few people are targeting and focusing in on his status, his marital life. He ain't got no business being in the pulpit at all. Let's talk about the issue. He don't have any business being in the pulpit at all. It don't matter if he founded that church. He still are obligated to the scriptures, like Apostle Paul say. I become a slave to Christ and to these scriptures. Paul always cited the scriptures. The scriptures. The scriptures is what matter, not what pastors say, not what pastors do. When it comes to the church and God, the scriptures is all that matters. Noel Jones and a lot of these other preachers are living in adultery. Jamal Bryant, Greg Locke, they're living in adultery and call themselves pastors. Marrying, divorcing their wives, marrying other women, leaving their wives, putting their wife away because they whorish ways. And y'all sit up in these churches, y'all women, it means to sit up in these churches ready and willingly to offer yourself up to these pastors. But then had a nerve to want to quote scriptures. Well, I don't sit up. That's why I don't join myself in nobody's church, because a bunch of heathens sit up in church who don't want the Bible. Long as the pastor is using the scriptures, that's fine. But somebody use the scriptures on the pastor and show the pastor where he wrong, they don't want to hear that. I'm looking at the comment section on all these people. These people are sick. She was wrong. That was wrong. Hey, but the pastor living in a Dutch. What the Bible say about that? Nothing. They ignoring that. They don't want to hear that. The pastor left his wife for another woman. The pastor put his wife. I don't want to hear that. He's so anointed. He's so. How can he be anointed when the man is living contrary to the scriptures as a pastor, as a believer? How's that? What make him anointed? He's anointed by the devil. Then I heard his wife talk. I don't have nothing against her personally. I think she's a beautiful lady. She is of the world. But since she stepped into the church, it's open season. She's a heathen too. I heard her talking on the Tamara Hall show. That woman is not saved. She believed that you can live any kind of way and claim to be holy herself. She had that, and Keion Henderson had this same faith. The gospel of inclusion. Anything that'll bring me money and attention, I'm with it. He went out and married and left his wife. And out of all the women in the church, that's holy. Good, nice women, I'm sure. But what he going to get? A worldly woman. A worldly woman. And what she involved in? Worldly talk, worldly shows. Y'all support absolute About 80% of the preachers in this country, well-known and non-known, are living in sin. And y'all are looking over that. That's why these churches in such bad shape. You got a few crying out. Man, you got the majority harboring, aiding pastors in their sin. It happened on the local level. That's why a bunch of stuff is going on in church. Pastors are entangled in all sorts of infidelity issues. Sleeping around. Breaking up homes. Going behind the deacon back, sleeping with his wife. Going behind the deacon back, sleeping with his daughter. Y'all support some absolutely dogs when they come into church. Just support these wicked preachers to the very end. The scriptures study proving them to be disqualified and wrong, and y'all refuse. And when people give y'all scriptures, then they are the devil. Hey, the Bible say he must be blameless, the husband of one wife. Why you did? He's still doing it though. Churches are sad. The flocks are sad, and that's what they like. Pad my pocket, follow me, give me your money, support my ministry. These weak women and these weak men follow this stuff. Long as they'll have women, they'll always have support. And most people in their congregations are sad. Women who don't want to be wise, don't want to submit. That's what's sitting up in these churches. Rebellious spirits. Easy, weak-minded folk. You'll follow an adulterous pastor. Give him all your money. Go to church and fall at his knees and praise and worship like y'all living holy, like he holy. When you have the scriptures showing you that this leadership is not of God. But yet you falling down praying, man. Don't y'all know y'all sitting in that sin? Y'all going along with this sin. You're going to hell with that pastor. You don't need no help going to hell. You go to hell by yourself. Ain't no excuse. You have the Bible. The pastor is not qualified. The pastor left his wife for another man's wife. If she's not even in the church. What type of mess is that? What type of mess is that? That's messed up all the way around. The man going home every night, sleeping in the bed with that woman, having sex with that woman. That's another man's wife. How is God forgiving him for that? How is he not living in that sin? How that sin is not on him daily? How is it? Ricky Smiley has proven to be a worldly saint. He don't care. He don't have no more. He always gonna side with the wicked. He always gonna go along with the wicked, as long as it benefit, as long as his friends ain't rich. Yeah. Ain't nobody gonna pressure him about his marriage status. Ain't nobody gonna pressure him about them scriptures concerning bishops. Titus 1, 1 Timothy 3. They ain't gonna question that. Ask them point blank. What the Bible say? What did Jesus say? That man is all about making money. That's all that was a stunt that he put together. He know that woman, he probably knew that woman is known, like a lot of folks in church. He know the worship. So he picked the opportunity to use that. He amplified her voice. It was already set up. That's all it was. That was a setup.